Coming up, we'll learn how the tourism industry is impacting our community, and we'll discover what's new with our Hardeeville neighbors. It's all coming up right now on the Bluffton News. Welcome to the Bluffton News. I'm Anneliza Itkor, and we have a lot to cover: business, entertainment, and of course the latest local news. But first, let's start with Bluffton's current headlines. A federal judge announced a settlement of a racial discrimination lawsuit lodged against Bluffton over police department hiring and promotion practices under the recently retired Chief David McAllister. U.S. District Judge for South Carolina Solomon Blatt Jr. ordered the case closed if the two sides can finalize the settlement in 60 days, leaving open the option for either to petition to reinstate the suit. Two other suits against the town involving the McAllister-led department remain active, one of which will go to trial after October 31st if a settlement isn't reached. Two already settled lawsuits over the termination of Lieutenant Catherine Sowers cost the town $90,000 of the $236,000 awarded. The Beaufort County Coroner's Office has identified the body found in a wooded area near Okatee Village Drive as David Taylor of Sun City Hilton Head. According to the autopsy report, Taylor, 55, died as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Taylor's body was found on August 6th while the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office was investigating a missing persons case. During the investigation, Taylor's 2007 gold Toyota Camry was located on the side of Okatee Village Drive. The Sheriff's Office K-9 training team responded and searched the area and found Taylor's body without any identification. Personal belongings were found a short distance from the car in the wooded area. And mark your calendars, the 24th annual Beach Sweep River Sweep will be held on Saturday, September 15th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Oyster Factory Park in Old Town Bluffton. This is the largest one-day cleanup event organized by South Carolina Sea Grant and South Carolina Department of Natural Resources and is held throughout all of South Carolina. Last year, thousands of volunteers across the state removed over 12 tons of trash from our rivers, beaches, lakes, marshes, and shorelines. Anyone who may be interested in volunteering in the cleanup, either with their own boat or kayak or by foot, may contact Kim Jones at 843-706-4593 or email kjones@townofbluffton.com. And at least 200 people gathered Thursday night to help get the community ready for the high school football season. Meet the Bobcats gave fans an opportunity to get to know the players and buy tickets to support the boys during their 2012-13 season. Fans enjoyed fresh grilled food, some cooked by Mayor Lisa Sulka, and getting autographs from the players. There was also a raffle for a set of Bobcat-themed cornhole boards. The season's first football game is scheduled for Friday the 17th against Whale Branch Early College High School at Bobcat Stadium. Go Bobcats! And here's what's happening around the state. The State Hospitality Association's former accountant will be sentenced this week for stealing nearly $500,000 from her employee over a period of 6 years to support a gambling addiction her attorney says started with video poker in the late 1990s. Rachel Duncan's sentencing in federal court comes 4 months after she pleaded guilty to tax evasion and wire fraud charges. She faces up to 23 years in prison and $350,000 in fines, but federal guidelines call for a sentence between 2 and 3 years. According to her attorney, Greg Harris, Duncan will agree to repay $367,500 over her lifetime to the lobbying group for restaurants and hotels. While an audit found nearly $500,000 was missing, attorneys negotiated the reduced amount. Duncan spent all of it on gambling. Right down to his red shirt, Rory McIlroy looked every bit the part of golf's next star in another command performance at the PGA Championship. McIlroy validated his record-setting U.S. Open win last year by blowing away the field Sunday at Kiowa Island. One last birdie from 25 feet on the 18th hole gave him a 6-under-66 for an 8-shot victory, breaking the PGA Championship record for margin of victory that Jack Nicklaus set in 1980. By winning the PGA Championship, the 23-year-old from Northern Ireland is halfway home to the career Grand Slam. And living in Beaufort County is going to get cheaper this fall, at least in one respect. Beaufort County's 1% transportation tax for road construction and maintenance expires October 1st. That means a purchase for which someone pays the current 7% tax will be taxed only 6%. The current transportation tax took effect May 1st, 2007, and expires at midnight on September 30th of this year. When the revenue stream stops, however, the county will not experience a revenue shortfall. All of the road projects designated to receive sales tax funds will be completed by those funds. Future projects the county would like to do will be decided based on funding from the State Department of Transportation or federal funding, or a mixture of both. For more information on these headlines and more, please check out the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Coming up, BJ Frazier of the Bluffton Sun will give us some in-depth coverage of the most current topics as the Bluffton News brings you hot off the presses. Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Joining me now is BJ Frazier of the Bluffton Sun. So BJ, we've all been excited about the completion of the Bluffton Parkway project, but it seems that there's a holdup. What is the delay in the Bluffton flyover construction?
Well, once again, we've run into a snag because the bids have been submitted to Beaufort County, that in turn submits them to the federal and state authorities that awards the bids for the $31 million project. And unfortunately, the county did not submit them in the proper manner. There were some inconsistencies, and so the bids were actually never opened. They're going to resubmit, and they're going to look at these bids in September, and possibly construction will start by the end of the year. And now the county's got to get it right, because the state and the feds come up with approximately half of the $31 million. So they're going to do what they say.
All right. Well, speaking of finally trying to get things right, what is the latest on the Bluffton Affordable Housing Project?
Well, the end is near, as they say. The appraisals have finally been done on the 6 homes, and they range from $90,000 to $190,000. The application process has been complete. There are going to be 11 applicants and possibly 12 by the August 30th lottery drawing that will determine who gets to buy the homes. So it's been a long road, but it's close. Then there could be one more stumbling block, because the final approval for the applicants after the bidding is released has to come from the state, and we know how they can delay things.
Oh, yes. Now, on a more positive note, I hear that there are a couple of local businesses that received national recognition recently.
Yes, and that's great for these small companies. Weddings by Leah is a company owned by Leah McCarthy of Bluffton, and she submitted a wedding that she did, and it was selected from thousands of entries for the 4-page spread in a nationally syndicated magazine called Weddings Unveiled, and that's quite an honor, for our local economy. And then Danielle Kiesling of Salon Karma was selected to be, again, from hundreds of entries, to have her hairstyle that she put on a model to go on the cover of Modern Salon, which is a national magazine, again, circulated throughout the country. And again, it's quite an honor for a local business.
That's great. Well, congratulations, Leah and Danielle, and thanks, BJ.
Thank you.
And always working hard to help you make the most of our recreation time. Our entertainment reporter, Rodney Vaughn, has outdone himself this week with his list of coming attractions. So, Rodney, I understand things are going to get a little nutty in Bluffton.
Well, they certainly are, as if we could get any nuttier at Bluffton. They're going to be a festival, and it's called the Lowcountry Boiled Peanut Cook-Off. And that's August the 30th. It's going to be held at the Farmers Market on Calhoun Street in Old Town Bluffton. Now, Jared Jester and some friends of his over at Orange are getting this together, and it's an event to kind of recognize our official snack food in the state of South Carolina, the boiled peanut.
Have you ever had boiled peanuts, Rodney?
I haven't, but I know that they come in several flavors and variety, and this event is a competition to promote all the different flavors.
Like, what are some of the flavors like? What are you talking about?
I think that there can be barbecued or hot and spicy, Cajun, different varieties all across the board.
Well, I have to tell you, boiled peanuts are something that I know are all over the place in the South, and I kind of can't believe that I've never had them either, so this may be my opportunity.
That's exactly right. The public can enter this event, and there's an entry fee of $15 for those who sign up before the 29th. You can also enter the day of the event. You can get more information on BlufftonBoilers.com. That's their website, and I think it's going to be a really great crowd. It is a benefit for the Bluffton Self-Help, so it's a great cause as well.
Well, and Rodney, I understand that we're going to have some celebrity sightings pretty soon in our neighborhood, right?
We certainly are. On Hilton Head and in the area, over 30 celebrities will be here to help with the Celebrity Golf Tournament. And that's an event that's been held for 32 years on the island, and it benefits over 20 children's charities in the area.
Now, how do we find out more about this tournament? Can anybody participate?
Well, it is for amateur golfers, and they need to sign up in advance. And you can visit their website, and it's HHCelebrity.golf.com, and get more information about that. And it's going to be exciting just to see some people in town that aren't normally here vacationing.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe they'll come and enjoy some boiled peanuts. I'll tell you, Rodney, you always bring us the best ideas for fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Anneliza.
When we return, we'll take a look at tourism in our area, and we'll find out what's happening in the city of Hardeeville. Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Jim Wescott, the executive director from the Lowcountry Tourism Commission, joins us now. Jim, welcome to the Bluffton News.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Let's start off simply. First off, what is the Lowcountry Tourism Commission, and how do you collect the information and data on tourism in our area?
The Lowcountry Tourism Commission is one of 11 regional tourism promotion organizations across the state. We were created by South Carolina state law in 1991. And we represent Beaufort, Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper counties.
And where you represent all of these areas, where are you located?
We're located at exit 33 on Interstate 95. We have the old Frampton Plantation House that we've restored, and we operate it as the Lowcountry Visitor Center and Museum.
Okay, so you're kind of in the center of things. Now, what is the impact of the tourism industry in South Carolina?
Actually, the tourism industry creates a $14 billion impact in the state of South Carolina. There are 12 counties in the state that receive over $100 billion of visitor spending. And excuse me, that's $1 billion of visitor spending, and Beaufort County is one of those. Also, the tourism industry is responsible for generating $1.1 billion in state and local taxes, tax revenues. About 1 in 10 South Carolinians are employed by the tourism industry, and that translates to over 12,000 people directly employed by tourism in Beaufort County alone.
Well, I know that here in the Lowcountry area, we definitely rely heavily on tourism as part of our economy. Where does the Bluffton Hilton Head area rank in South Carolina in terms of the tourism impact?
Beaufort and Hilton Head is number 3 in the state, behind Charleston and Myrtle Beach, which is first.
Okay, I was very curious about that. I'd heard that Myrtle Beach was top. Do you see an area where we can focus to improve tourism in our area?
I think probably customer training, or excuse me, employee training for customer service would be an area that we could always improve.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for your input. It's always interesting to hear about that area of work because, like I said, it's something that's very important to us here. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Now I am pleased to welcome Bob Nanni, City Manager for the City of Hardeeville. Bob, welcome to the Bluffton News.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm very glad to be here.
Now, what are your plans as City Manager for the City of Hardeeville?
Well, typically there's 2 sets of plans. There's a personal agenda, and then there's the strategic or goal-oriented agenda of the organization. I plan on just simply staying and seeing through the strategic agenda, which basically is to get the city of Hardeeville on solid financial ground, which I don't want that to be interpreted that we are not. It simply means to better it. Also, some downtown redevelopment, and we are looking at our industrial park expansion. My personal goals that are tied in with that are just to accomplish exactly what it is that's on paper, and probably take care of all the items that are considered action items related to those goals.
Now, I would imagine that the county does play a role in some of these goals that you're looking to achieve. How exactly does Hardeeville work with Jasper County?
Well, you're absolutely right. In this day and age, it's very difficult for any local government agency to simply stand on their own. We have a very good working relationship with Jasper County, with the elected officials of Jasper County, with Andy Fulgham, the county administrator. As a matter of fact, there's times when I will take the lead on behalf of some county items, or he will take the lead on behalf of some municipal items. It's a good team effort. He recognizes that the city of Hardeeville is ultimately going to be a very, very large municipality, and we need to lay the groundwork right now through a cooperative venture, so that in the future, when we do get that big, we all fit well together and everything works properly.
That's good. Now, real quick, are there any recent developments in Hardeeville that you'd like to tell our viewers about?
Well, yes. We have the Hardeeville Commerce Park, which is 130 acres. That is being certified right now according to Department of Commerce standards. A portion of our Riverport development, which is 5,000 acre industrial park, is also being certified. And I probably should add that there is no new news with the casino. Probably after November or into December, before the investors in the casino may come back again and have something to say.
Well, that's very exciting. We do look forward to having you back on and hearing more about what's happening in Hardeeville. Thanks so much, Bob.
Thank you very much for having me.
After the break, Shellie West Hodges brings us the Bluffton Business Report, and you'll meet our special Bluffton News Pet of the Week. Welcome back to the Bluffton News. This week, our Bluffton Business Report takes us to Old Town Bluffton, where Shellie West Hodges gets up close and personal with the Farmers Market of Bluffton.
Hi, Anneliza. It is a beautiful day in Bluffton, and we are downtown at the Bluffton Farmers Market. And today we have Victoria, who is with the Carolina Farm Stewardship Association. Victoria, tell us a little bit about your program and your participation here at the Farmers Market today.
Sure. Carolina Farm Stewardship Association is a nonprofit member-run organization based in North Carolina. We've been helping support local food and sustainable agriculture in North and South Carolina for almost 30 years. Our annual Sustainable Agricultural Conference is in Greenville, South Carolina at the end of October. And we're here visiting markets around the Carolinas, promoting our local food finder. At carolinalocalfood.org, people can go, type in their address, find something really specific, and find what's closest to them, and that's locally produced.
Well, it sounds like a great program. And how long are you going to be here at the Farmers Market? Are you just here today or longer?
We're here today. We're hosting a community meetup at 7:30 at the dispensary. We were in Mount Pleasant earlier this week, and we'll be in Hilton Head tomorrow.
Well, great. It sounds awesome, and we're happy to have you here, and thank you. Anneliza, we also have with us here today Lindsay Burnett, who is on the board of directors of the Farmers Market, also owner of Palm Key Catering. Lindsay, tell us a little bit about the Bluffton Farmers Market and the participation you have here.
We have a great farmers market in downtown Bluffton on Calhoun Street. It runs from 2 to 7. It's a community-based market where we have vendors that are growers, resellers, and wholesalers of fruits and vegetables. It is definitely geared toward the community and education. As a matter of fact, today we're hosting the Lowcountry Blood Drive. We have Bluffton Self-Help with us, and we are sponsoring a backpack buddy program that's getting ready to wind up at the end of the month. We have terrific events going on today and every week from 2 to 7, like I said, and tonight you should bring your family down and enjoy some dinner and enjoy the festivities of what we have going on at our market.
Well, every Thursday the farmers market is here, and it pretty much is from 2 to 7. There usually is entertainment every Thursday night, and it's a great place to bring the family. You also have other people that participate down here that are also visitors. Tell us about your visitor traffic.
We have wonderful visitors that come through here, and we actually record their website, their email addresses, and keep in touch with them through our website. And we do get a lot of traffic from the tourists that are around the area. We also have a lot of food vendors here, so it's a great place to come down and have dinner, pick up stuff to go. We have everything from gumbo to crepes to barbecue to boiled peanuts. It's a wonderful spot for y'all to come down.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time, and the market is a lot of fun. We encourage everyone in the Bluffton community to please come down and participate. And we thank Lindsay and Victoria for being with us today. And back to you, Anneliza.
Thanks, Shellie. We definitely look forward to getting out to the market this week. Let's take a look at the Bluffton News Pet of the Week. Meet Vienna and Reed, two adorable dachshunds who indeed know they are cute. They would love to grace your home with their charm and enthusiasm for life. For more information on these and other adoptable pets, call Brookshaven Animal Rescue at 843-757-7387. Thanks for joining us for the news program that is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Anneliza Itkor for the Bluffton News. We'll see you next time.